Alright, I just wanted to update you guys. One of my old Astrons another one, finally bit the dust. The amp, all that static that I've been getting here lately and on these other videos, well, it was this, which goes to the bright channel. It's the first coupling capacitor that goes to the grid of the next tube, and if it leaks DC, it'll throw off the bias of the tube. You ought to hear the amp now. And as you can see, I'm real happy with the Mallory 150s, those little white ones. Johnny at Kendrick Amp said he likes them, so, and I like them too. They don't really seem to sound any different, or maybe even a little better than the Astrons. But one indication that you can get, and I had a lot of scratchiness on the volume pots around 3, and I thought it was just because they'd been, in that position for so many years, but all the scratchiness went away. So I don't want to turn it back on, but that's one indication it was leaking. The other thing is I took my meter, and I read this out of God, who's the guy that wrote this? Sorry for all the movement. The guy that wrote this old repair manual. It's online. You can get it online. I think it's Jack something. I can't remember. But most amp guys know about it. It has a lot of really good pointers. I can't remember. Either way, I went through his process of testing the capacitors, and it's localizing the trouble there, see? And I highlighted it, checking capacitors, but pretty much all you do is just disconnect the grid side of the capacitor, and you have to turn the amp on, and you always want to be sure you have your speakers hooked up, or a speaker load. I had to hook the speakers up. Take your voltmeter, turn it on to voltage, and with that lead unattached, you read what it got from. You touch your ground to ground, and then you're hot to the end of that loose lead, and read the DC voltage. And I had about 4 volts, and you're not supposed to have any. And then I put the new one on, and it was down to about 50 millivolts, and it'll probably drop even more after that. So I knew it was leaking, and now it sounds amazing. But I just wanted to update you guys and let you see the inside of this thing now that I've taken it apart. But I did have to put in a new rectifier the other day. My other one finally gave up, which I was kind of surprised. But that's it. Just gotta keep babying these things. They do wear out. I sure don't want to replace all those other Astrons, but I think they're okay.